Funnels and follow-up. You know what that means?
It's funnels and follow-up. That's right. It means exactly what it says, honey. It is funnels and follow-up. So we're going to be talking about funnels. A funnel is how you get your prospects into your world as a business.
And then once they're in your world, how do you follow up with them to keep them there and move them along that journey to your high ticket item?
Money. So funnel, follow up.
Oh, is that it? We're doing this for follow up?
Money. Okay, so that
was really weird, and enough of that. So
that was for everybody who is watching us on Facebook or on YouTube. For those of you who are listening in your car, on your commute, just imagine two really weird people doing all kinds of sort of hand gestures to show a funnel, an up and down follow-up thing, and then money. That was our attempt at, I don't know.
So today's topic is vision boards, and can they really help your business? That's right. This topic came up because we are doing this live right now, and if you're here in the recording, we did this in January. So January is a time for goal setting and vision boards and things like that.
But you know what? January isn't the only time to do a vision board.
I agree.
I was thinking about this. You should do a vision board for the year and then update it maybe every season. So updated 3 to 4 times a year. So every 3 to 4 months, update it. At the very least, maybe update it at 6 months. Maybe change pictures around, add more pictures, cover old pictures.
You know, it'd be really cool. I just thought of a great idea.
Yes.
As you update the vision board, pull off the pictures of the things that came to fruition and put them someplace else. Put them someplace that is the completed vision board, so to speak.
Oh, that's a good idea. It may get a little sticky though, because vision boards are, sticky. Well, they're made with glue.
Well, here it is. I don't think you want to cover over something that's been accomplished. I think you want that to stand out. Figure out a way. Okay.
All right. I like that.
Figure out a way to take off from your vision board something that has come to fruition and put it in a
file folder.
No, I want it to be seen. Put it in a place of prominence so you can be reminded of the goals that you accomplished, because as we know, most people don't take the time to celebrate their wins.
That's true. So let's take a step back. Why a vision board?
Let's go farther back. What the hell is a vision board?
I have
Catherine, for those of us that are on audio only, Catherine is holding up her vision board that she created that has all sorts of cool stuff on it.
Okay, so I've got, of course, my weight loss journey, which is always on the vision board. And I have my vision board in sections. So I have a travel section. I have a business section with us speaking more. I have a house renovation section. I have a gardening section. So I've got different things, and I have me at the center of the vision board. So my goals for my personal self at the center of the vision board.
There was a business section on there too, I believe.
Yes, I said there's a business section. I even did, for those who can see it, I even did a little 3D something. That's supposed to be a book. That's a little 3D book. So I can finish writing a book. So we can finish writing a book. Spoiler alert, the name of the book is called Don't Be a Business Jackass: Lessons Learned and Seen from People Who Are Business Jackasses. But that's a whole nother episode. So that's what a vision board looks like. What's the purpose of a vision board?
The purpose of a vision board is for you to be able to see what you have in store for yourself. And it's only seeing it at that point that you're creating it. You could hide your vision board once you're done with it. Once you're done creating it, you can stick it on the wall so you see it all the time. and give yourself some motivation, or you could put it away. But you created it. The energy that you use to create that is putting it into the universe what you want.
Absolutely. It's, and if you think that that sounds too woo woo, that it's putting it into the universe, well, then think of it this way. It's putting it into the forefront of your mind so that when an opportunity to bring to fruition something that you've put on the vision board comes, you're now aware of it. So here's how things go. If you think about your goals, if you have no goals, you're not getting anywhere. If you simply think about your goals, you may get some goals, but really not a lot because you've just sort of thought about them. And when we think about things, there's a million and one things going on in our minds. When we write down our goals, we are more likely to get them. When we write them down, even if we stick them in a drawer and, as Barry said, never look at them again. The vision board helps you to focus in because you are spending time creating this vision board, and you are then really putting your energy into it and your focus. More than anything, focus is going into the vision board as you're doing it, and the mind is starting to work on, well, how would that come about? What opportunities do I have before me? What is my next step? That, my friends, that is the purpose of a vision board.
And not only that, it gets your creative juices flowing, which is huge because, like you said, you could think about your goals, but there's no creativity there. You can write down your goals, which is great to do, by the way. It's great to write down your goals because you're taking it from your mind to the pencil to the paper. So that's good too. It's affirming them. But when you do a vision board, it's so visual. You have to get really creative how you're laying things out. What pictures are you going to put on there? When you see one picture, it will inspire an idea for something else. So
Yes.
you're really able to get creative on it. And the how starts going in the back of your brain. How am I going to get there? It starts going. You don't realize it's going, but it is, and then you start to put things into action.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, a couple of things about a vision board. The question came up when I was doing a vision board with my friends. Question came up: do I do pictures or do I do words? And the answer is yes. Some people, a word is worth 1,000 pictures in their mind. Some people, a picture is worth 1,000 words. It conjures up, the one picture conjures up all kinds of images. So it just depends on how your brain works. And a combination of pictures and words is probably your best bet. But there are some vision boards that I have seen that have more words than pictures and some more pictures than words. It is your vision board.
Visions of Bob Ross going on in my head.
In the immortal words of Bob Ross, it's your board. Have fun with it.
And that is so true. It's you get to do whatever you want with it.
Yep.
You get to map out your life. That's what the vision board's doing. It's allowing you to map out your own life, your own way, and what you want. I don't want to say at the end because that's too final.
Right.
But for the most part, people make up vision boards for the year. And like Catherine said earlier, you can do it more often, but for the most part, it's for the year. So if you're doing it for a year, what do you want to have had accomplished in that year? That's what the vision board is doing.
Absolutely. You want to, you can go into the next year as well, pre-planning things, bigger things like a really big trip or, buying a new house or something like that. You can plan into the next year, but if you put it on your vision board now for this year, for this next 6 to 12 month period, let's say that your next 6 to 12 month period, if you put it on your vision board, it may not come to fruition. However, the opportunities will align themselves to bring it to fruition sooner rather than later.
There you go.
Yeah. And why is that? Because, well, one thing is called the reticular activating system, RAS, reticular activating system. We've all heard about it. And here's how it works. You buy a new blue car. Guess what you see on the road the next day?
Every other car is blue.
So it seems, because in your mind, your brain has trained itself to look for like things, to look for things it is familiar with and recognize. And blue cars are a like thing, a familiar thing, something that it recognizes. Well, the same happens with your vision board. For example, one of the sections of our vision board is us, Barry and I, on stage. We love going on stage. We love putting together events. We love being part of events. And so there are pictures of us on stage and more pictures of us at events. That's in my mind. That's in our minds, events, doing events, putting on events. Now, as the day goes on, I might pause and say, oh, wait a minute. I need to make these phone calls. I need to look up this stuff. I'll remember to do it, or an opportunity will come up because I've attracted that opportunity. I've sent out, if you will, a message to the universe that I am looking for this opportunity. I am looking for a stage to speak on. Or I look up at my vision board and I say, oh, there's that us speaking on stage thing. Let me put out on LinkedIn and ask somebody if they've got an event coming up that we could speak at. It's a reminder. It's a to-do list that isn't in your face all the time, but is gently reminding you to work on these things.
And speaking of which, if I can give ourselves a plug, watch for our 3-day event coming up this May. That's May 2020. Whenever you're listening to this or watching this, you're going to want to be there. Okay, here's my plug.
There's your plug.
Do I have to charge me for a commercial?
Probably. And I would charge you double just because you did it off the cuff. And it was a last minute commercial. So,
don't I get the husband discount?
Maybe.
Thank you. Back to vision boards.
So, Barry, you and I have done some vision boards, and what has your experience been with them?
For me, it's much different than for you. You are, if I may, woo-woo.
Yes.
I am not. So I use it as kind of like what I said. My experience is put down what I want for the year. Let's get it down there. Let's get it on there. There are even times that I put down what's the 5-year plan. Let's go ahead and put that on there as well, because the vision board doesn't have to end on December 31st.
Nope.
So and I like to look back at it and go, yep, I got that. Yep, I got that. I didn't get that. What do I need to do? What steps do I need to take now to achieve that goal, to get to that picture? That's how I use a vision board. That's my experience with them. And you?
I like the exercise of creating the vision board. That's first and foremost, of really taking the time out to find the pictures and the words and to map out what it is that I really want. Again, if you're sitting with your thoughts, you want everything and anything. And then sometimes we get into the weeds of, well, how is that going to happen? Now, that's not possible. Oh, this will take this and that'll take that. And it could really derail you. But if you simply say, all right, these are my visions. These are what I want in this moment in time. These are the things, this is how I'd like my life to unfold. It's not just things. It's, having more freedom, maybe, having more relaxation, having more organization in your life. It could be any number of things. So it's not just physical, tangible stuff. It's how you feel, how you think, how you act. And so for me, as I slam our cat away from the vision board that she's trying to destroy.
Instagram handle, My Crazy Tuxedo Cat.
Yes, Instagram handle. She now has her own Instagram page with her brother called My Crazy Tuxedo Cat. And so for me, the vision board experience starts the ball rolling in my brain. It starts all right, this is what I want. This is the direction I want to go to. It takes all of my crazy thoughts. I'm a more creative.
There's a lot of them.
Right. I'm the more creative person. So I am thinking of things on top of things and ideas on top of ideas. And when I solidly put them on the board, I have a map in front of me. I know what is mine to do and what is not mine to do. And that's another thing about the vision board. You know, Barry, you were saying at the end of the year that you look and say, okay, I didn't accomplish this. And I do the same thing with our vision board, but I also say, do I still want that?
Right. That's important. Do I still want it? Because things change.
Yep.
You know what else I've noticed, and it's not just me and you, anyone that I've seen that does vision boards, you will never see a dollar amount on there. How much do I want to earn?
Correct.
Do I want to, you're not going to see, oh, the lottery, let's win the lottery. What you're seeing, and this is something that we teach all the time, it's not the money. It's what the money can get you. And that's what you're seeing on the vision board. You're seeing what the money can get you, which is a big difference in saying, I want $1 million.
Right. Right. And we were talking about that when we were doing the vision board experience the other day. And as Barry said, we teach that. We have something called TEDS, which is your talent, your experience, your desires, and your skills. And it helps you to set up a plan of action by knowing those 4 things, your TEDS. And when we get to desire, we talk about not putting a monetary amount on it. And yes, you do want to say, all right, you know, year over year, I did $150,000 last year. I can absolutely do a 20% increase in my income. You know, therefore I'm going to do $180,000 this year. Those are financial goals, and those are different than vision boards. As I said, we were talking about it, and yes, some of us put, you know, dollar signs and money on their vision board. I know I did. For me, it's a sense of accomplishment to get to certain financial goals. But for others, it's, well, I want the money. And my question was, what do you want the money for? And the answer was, I want the money. And it went back and forth. And so I said, well, you want to go on this vacation. What if somebody gifted you that vacation? They just bought you the tickets and you didn't have to pay anything. Well, if I wanted a souvenir, no. Let's talk about the vacation. Someone gifted you the vacation. You don't need money for that. And I'm not saying that you don't need money for anything, because you do, but separate the two. Separate. Yeah.
You don't know how you're going to get something.
Right.
You know what steps you need to take to get there. But then all of a sudden, like you said, somebody could say, you know, I want to gift this to you. Boom. We went to Las Vegas several weeks ago for an event that we had up there. That was more than several weeks ago already. For an event that we had up there. And we were starting to find our room, to book the room. And we got on a phone call with a colleague and started talking and realized we were going to be in Vegas at the same time.
Let's do dinner.
Yeah, let's do dinner. And she said, where are you staying? And I don't even remember. I said, we were looking here and here. We didn't book anything. Oh, I've got so many comp rooms available in Vegas. Let me just give it to you. Let me give you one of them. It cost us nothing. So that
Zero.
you don't know where your gifts are going to come from.
That's right.
It could be cash monies from working, from earning it. It could be somebody saying, here you go. I want to gift this to you because I think you're a wonderful human being. People say that to me all the time.
They do. They do. I don't understand it, but they do.
Well, that's because they know that I put up with you.
Okay. If he's not back on next week's show, you'll know why. Anyway.
If I'm not back, take a metal detector to my backyard, please.
That's right. So
okay. Continue.
This show goes off the rails more times than it stays on the rails. It really does. And there goes a tail. You never know what's going to happen. And when the outcome, not the how, but the outcome is in the forefront of your mind, when the outcome is even in the back of your mind, just because you put your vision board, up there, wherever there may be, and you put your vision board up, and when the outcome is in your mind, it triggers thoughts. It triggers ideas. And it might be something that you said. It might be your intuition telling you to say to somebody, oh, yes, I'm going to Las Vegas, not looking for anything. It might be any number of things. Turn left instead of right. Go to this event. Sometimes, have you ever sat home and it's like, do I want to go to this thing or that thing? Do I want to go to this thing or that thing? Let me tell you something. If you have a clear vision, and I don't mean specifically a vision board now, but if you simply have a clear vision of what you want an outcome to be, I want to have 5 appointments with potential clients. I want to meet a joint venture partner that I can do a number of projects with. I want to, whatever the outcome is, and you clearly state that, and then pause for a moment. You have all the answers. You really do. You know what's best. You have the answers. Everything is right there before you. But if you just state what you want the outcome to be, and then you just pause for a moment, amazing things will happen. You'll get a call from somebody, or something will get canceled, or somebody will call you up and say, hey, I was thinking of going to this thing and I really don't want to go alone. Do you want to go with me? Like, let's carpool or let's meet there or something like that. Boom, there's your answer. That is the way to go in order to achieve your outcome. And that's what a vision board is. It's just a whole bunch of outcomes that you've put on a piece of poster board so you can see them and be reminded of them all the time.
And, the other thing that you have to do, what you just said is absolutely right. But here's the thing. After you stop and listen, pay attention and do something. If you don't take action, nothing's going to happen. You can't just sit around on your fat ass and expect something to happen. It doesn't. You get that phone call. Hey, do you want to carpool to such and such event? It can be a great event. You can meet great people there. You could learn something there. If you say, nah, I got ice cream in the freezer, I'd rather just have that and watch a movie. Well, you're not going to get anywhere.
Yeah.
Pay attention.
Opportunity will only come a knocking to a certain point. And then opportunity is like, screw you, I'm going next door.
But enjoy that ice cream.
Absolutely.
So the title of this episode was, can vision boards help your business grow? And the answer is yes, absolutely, 100%. As long as you pay attention and take action.
Yes. And as long as you do the vision board to begin with, whenever you decide to do the vision board.
It's not going to help your business if you don't create one.
No. So here's some things to think about and when you're doing a vision board and how to do a vision board. So first, some things to think about. And that is, what are your 6-month goals, your 12-month goals, and your 2-year goals? And somewhere around the vision board, you can put your 5-year goals, the big 5-year plan down there. But you want the vision board to be closer goals. And you could make a second vision board for your 5-year goals. Between 2000 and 2005, I will achieve these things. And that would be everything that you want to achieve by 2005. And you just keep that up as your 5-year goals.
2005.
I'm just using even numbers.
Okay. For those people that are listening to the recording of this,
it happened in 2020.
Yeah, we recorded in 2020, just so you know.
I was using even numbers. So that's one thing. Decide, as the song goes, what you want, what you really, really want.
I have no response to that.
But too often we make a vision board thinking, well, what should I want? Where should I be in my career or in my life? I know that my mother, father, sister, brother, aunt, uncle, spouse, significant other would really, really like this. If that's not what you want, what you really, really want, don't put it on the vision board.
Right. The vision board is yours. It's personal to you, period.
Yes.
You can't do a vision board for somebody else, and somebody else can't do one for you. It doesn't work. That's not how the universe works.
Nope. It shouldn't only be what you want, but it should be how it makes you feel.
Warm and fuzzy.
No, well, it could be warm and fuzzy, but how does it make you feel? If you put a ton of vacations on a vision board and you are paralyzed and paranoid to leave your house, you just don't like it, you prefer to stay home, you really don't want to go anywhere or do anything, that'll make you feel stressed. That'll make you feel out of sorts.
May I do the flip side of that?
Sure.
If you are someone that doesn't want to leave the house, but know that you really should, or you really want to, but you just don't for whatever reason, putting those vacations might be the motivator for you to seek out help so you can get out of the house and do stuff.
Right. Again, it goes back to, what do you really want? If you want the vacation, put it on the vision board and you will figure out a way to get over your fears and your paranoia and, whatever else is holding you back. Think about your vision board. Think about your vision. Don't just slap something together, because then your life will just be slapped together. So really spend time meditating and thinking about the vision board. This is not a 30-second exercise. It really isn't.
It was hours when you did it the other day.
You know what? I was thinking about it long before that. It was putting the physical putting stuff together was hours, but the preparation was for about a month ahead of time.
So all that time you spent thinking and having a blank look on it wasn't thinking about me?
Yes, that was absolutely thinking of you and only you. It was
as it should be.
Other times I was thinking of the vision board or what my vision for the next 12 months is going to be. So when you're doing a vision board, how do you do a vision board? Well, you can start with anything. You can do a vision board as your computer background. You can do a vision board in a program like Canva, I guess, or Photoshop or something like that, or just, Word or Publisher, where you're taking a blank sheet of paper and sticking a bunch of words and sticking a bunch of pictures on it, and you can pull it up whenever you want.
I love the idea of having it as the computer background.
That it very well could be your computer background. So you can create something, an electronic, if you will, vision board. There have been companies that have attempted to have vision boards online, and they really don't go anywhere. But the possibility of doing it online is absolutely there. There's also something called Mind Movies, and I think it's mindmovies.com. And that's an action vision board. So you can create a vision board that is actually a movie.
So people can see what's in your head?
So people can see what's in your head, yes.
Eesh, that's scary.
So you can put down what's in your head, and that's a way of creating a vision board. Or you can go through magazines and cut out pictures and cut out words, or go onto the internet and look for pictures and look for words. And just,
I think and when you do that, print them out. So
yes.
Because most people, when they're doing vision boards, prefer the tactile, being able to touch it, and it just adds more to it rather than copying and pasting on the screen.
Right.
So just another thought, Catherine's given you other ways of how to do your vision board. The majority of people love the card, the oak tag. That's what it's called.
That's right.
Think of what that was. I haven't been in school in a long time.
All you need is a piece of oak tag or, heavy cardstock, a glue stick, scissors, and magazines.
Don't use glitter.
You can use glitter.
Glitter gets all over everything.
You will never be able to clean it up, but you can use glitter.
If you do use glitter, make sure you're having a vision board party at someone else's house.
Oh, yeah. 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 If you're going to use a lot of glitter, don't make it in your house. Make it at somebody else's house. Let them clean up the mess.
That's right.
That's right.
Sorry, Laura and Gina.
Yes. A vision board can be a very powerful thing. It can absolutely help you increase your business, build your business the way you want it built. Because number one, a vision board organizes your thoughts. In order to create a vision board, you need to organize your thoughts. Number two, it prioritizes your desires. You absolutely need to prioritize your desires.
That's huge.
Number three, it is a constant reminder of the things that you committed to yourself that you want to achieve. So when you're getting off track, when you're going to go chase the squirrels, a vision board can bring you back to center and remind you what are those things that you committed to yourself that you want to achieve. You can change them. And having a vision board keeps you from just changing your mind every 5 minutes.
Right. And like you said, you can change. It's your vision.
Yeah.
If you change your mind, you change your mind.
Absolutely.
You might have on your vision board, you want to go on vacation to some beautiful beach down in South America. And a month later, you find out the place is overrun with the cartel and warlords. Change your mind.
Yeah, you change your mind. Or tourists. It can be overrun with tourists. That's just as bad. I think
tourists are worse.
And lastly, having a vision board, as we said earlier, gets those creative juices flowing. And as an entrepreneur, even as somebody who works, for a company, those creative juices need to be flowing all the time so that you stand out from the crowd. And a vision board can get the creativity going, can get you moving in a direction that is different and better than without having a vision.
Absolutely. And I think that's a perfect spot to say adieu.
Adieu.
So let's see. Before we go, I got to you can find us on YouTube at Cohen Coaching, on Facebook at Funnels and Follow Up, on iTunes, Google Play, Podcasts, Stretch, Spreaker, Spotify, all the podcast places you can find us in Funnels and Follow Up. And of course, on Instagram, My Crazy Tuxedo Cat.
Yeah, that's a new Instagram. Posting.
Just having some fun with that one because our cat is nuts. And
just, for any of you who have ever seen the podcast, for any of you who have ever seen us do a Zoom call or a webinar, you know there are 2 cats in this house, but only one jumps up and down in front of the camera, and that would be the crazy tuxedo cat. So please follow her and her brother on Instagram. Until next time, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for listening. Bye-bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.